That's Taylor and Robbie, everybody. And we're going whale watching. See you soon.
All right, is anybody celebrating anything today?
Yes.
Life.
Her birthday.
We got a birthday.
You got a birthday?
We got a birthday.
What's your name?
Caitlin.
It's Caitlin's birthday! Woo! Happy birthday, Caitlin.
Everybody, get popping up.
So we've seen 2 mom and babies so far. Right out here is a mom and baby, and then on the other side,
Oh, that's a big one.
I think you can see it right there.
That's the mama.
You guys see that?
Yeah.
Yes.
That was a whale. Anyone know what kind of whale we're looking at today?
Humpback.
Humpback. Does anyone know where these whales are from?
Alaska.
Nebraska, yes.
Nebraska.
Kind of a trick question. These whales are actually from Maui. This is their mating and calving ground.
Oh,
meaning
really?
Majority of the North Pacific humpback stock is born here in Hawaiian waters. They'll then make that 3,000-mile migration up to Alaska. They'll spend the entire summertime feeding, getting nice and fat, building that blubber layer. When they come down here for mating and calving season, there is no food for them here in Maui. It is too expensive. I'll be here all morning. This is a species where the females are larger than the males. The females can grow up to 55 feet long. The males 45 feet, and they generally weigh about a ton per foot. So for reference, this boat here is 65 feet long, 10 feet longer than what a female humpback can grow to be.
Wow.
This one, so I'd like to talk about what we're seeing. Give you guys a little bit of a visual aid. If I go quiet for a moment, the whales dive. Take advantage. If you guys have a question about whales, feel free to ask me. If I don't know, I'm really good at making stuff up, so we'll get you an answer today.
How long can they stay under?
How long can they stay under? The full-grown adults, about 52 minutes. But while they're here on the mating and calving ground, we see about 8 to 12 on average. The babies, not so long. So I believe this female had a calf, yeah?
Yeah.
That calf can only hold his breath for about 5 to 8. So we'll see that baby coming up a lot more frequent. That baby was 12 feet long when he was born, weighing 1 ton, nursing 13 gallons of milk a day.
Wow.
So mom is losing 200 pounds every day, and that calf is gaining 60 to 80. So very strenuous on mom, living off her own blubber layer and nursing 13 gallons a day. So she's going to be in a very relaxing state most of the time, conserving that energy, while she encourages the calf to do the opposite, to be rambunctious, do all these surface activities. Because the second that calf is strong enough, mom is going to say, let's go, I want to get back to Alaska and get some food. So that calf is only going to stay here in Maui until he's about 4 to 6 weeks old.
Do they only mate in Maui or all the islands?
All the islands. This is the biggest, just because in between all these islands here, this used to be one big island called Maui Nui. After the hotspot moved out from underneath Maui Nui and started creating the big island of Hawaii, so in between these islands, the deepest part's only about 300 feet. So it's super shallow. They will cruise around the other islands, but this is their sanctuary. This is where most of them are gonna come to do the mating and the calving. Definitely the calving. Mom is not gonna want her baby in deeper waters, so. To $1,000. You can name a whale. That baby.
Oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. So cool.
A pretty experienced mom. This calf is curious about us. She is totally okay with that. She's like, go check out that boat. If it's this mother's first calf, we will sometimes see her just swoop in between the baby and the boat, redirecting the calf in a different direction. But I see a big shadow right here. Yeah, directly down. So they are under the boat right here.
That's so cool.
Boats here. It is fun. We are getting mugged right now by a mom and a calf.
There's a
Call
dark
it
spot
whale
in the
jail.
water.
We
coming up.
cannot
It's coming up
move
right now.
until they leave. So, super special.
Oh my gosh. Oh, I see them. Oh my god. That's so cool. There's two shadows right there and right there. This is the coolest thing ever. So close.
Quite the size.
Oh my god.
Showing off.
Hi, baby. Oh, mama! Oh my god! Wow!
So if you look at the baby's dorsal fin,
Oh my
it's
god.
very floppy.
I need this video.
With that calf,
You have to send me this video.
that dorsal fin is flopped over to the side because it's rolled up in the womb. As that calf ages, probably around the 2-year-old range, it will straighten out fully. So this one's still a little floppy, but it's straight up. So this calf is probably about, I'm assuming.
Oh my god.
That's crazy.
I did.
See it in the water.
We saw the shadow.
Oh my god.
They're full on showing off for us.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So cool. Was that not the coolest
It
thing?
was the coolest thing.
Greg?
Yeah. Out there, they're blocking. You can see them. You can see them more.
Cool. Taylor and I are freaking out.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah. I may have jumped once or twice when they came up.
Okay. More.
Here's the baby. Just like mother.
Just the baby.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I love this thing. How they come up and they stuffed.
Baby.
Baby. Come on, mama.
Yeah, that's a good question. You should ask. Yeah. Tanner, do you know how often whales have twins?
Very rarely. It's a sad situation when they do because the mother will have to pick them.
Oh, yeah. I forgot about that.
Well, that's depressing.
There you go. Look at
Last year on a wahoo, there was one that was by itself.
Oh no.
It was just trying to beach it.
Alright, so some interesting whale sound there. This is actually really good. You know, sometimes we'll turn this on and there's so many whales singing that it's just pure chaos. This, you can actually kind of pick out 2, maybe 3 whales. They're all at a different part of the song, but they are all singing the same exact song. The whales we're seeing up here are not the whales that we're listening to. When these whales sing, they'll go down to the ocean floor, put their nose against the ocean floor, tail straight up, and they will sing the song 2 or 3 times, take 20, 30 minutes out of their day, just kind of repeat it. Only the male whales are singing. The females have their own chatter with their babies, but only the males do these big vocalizations. And so they start singing on their way here, they'll sing the entire time here, and when they get back to Alaska, they'll stop singing. So they thought naturally it's a mating call, you know, they're on their way to the mating calving ground, it's only the males. So they did what we're doing here, recorded this whale song, went out with a giant speaker, threw it in the water, and played it back out into the ocean. Only other male whales showed up. So it is not a mating call. They think now it is kind of a beacon, they're following the leader. The first whale will start singing, but they're all singing the same song. At some point in the season, one whale will change a part of the song or add a new addition. By the end of the season, all the whales will have adapted to that new song. They have found that quite literally other groups of whales are singing with different accents. They are rolling different notes, they're extending different notes, but they are still singing that same exact song.
Oh, they're coming back this way.
So whale song is credited as the main reason for the protection of these guys. When it was first recorded in the 70s, it became a huge phenomenon. People would play for their kids going to bed at night. They sent it out to the Voyager in space, and it's still transmitting whale song up there to this day. And how about a round of applause for your captain, DJ? Making it happen. Thank you guys for being the most lively morning group I've had in a while. I'll see you next time.
We finished our little excursion. What did you think?
Honestly, better than I expected. 10 out of 10 would do again and probably would do all day.
It was so fun. Gavin, Tylee, and Tanner were fantastic. It was so much fun. And now we're gonna spend the rest of the day hanging out. It's about 9:30. What did you boys think?
Good guys. I tried to join them, and the crew member said no. So I was a little disappointed I couldn't jump off and swim with the whales. But
We also would love to have like sails, like putting out the sails and everything like that.
Oh yeah,
I would have liked
true.
That would have been great. But
I think jumping in the water was the biggest one.
Jumping in the water would have been.
with the whales. Just
Yeah,
with the
with
whales.
the whales.
I'm pretty sure they would have flipped really hard, and their tails.
Where are we going?
We're gonna walk back to.
So we're gonna leave the car here and then take his car because he has parking. So
Okay.
instead of me
50
paying, then
Because
put
coming
free
back
parking.
in, going back out.
Yeah.
Because we can pull in and out real quick.
Okay.
Jump with that.
Off to Safeway to get some fruit and whatever else that we decide that we're gonna get, and then hanging out in the water hopefully because I'm hot.
Yeah, me too.
Okay.
Turn it back around. Robbie, do your heel click again.
Yeah.
Yay!
Okay,
With that time, that was
let's go. We are over at Robbie and Taylor's hotel. They're at the Marriott Ocean Club, and Greg and Robbie are playing some pickup pool volleyball. So we're gonna show you the pool, which is super nice, super pretty, and we'll show you their volleyball. I'm not gonna bring the mic into the pool, so it's gonna be just straight action. Also have my Maui sparkling wine that's pineapple flavored because right now we're actually in a pineapple drought here in Maui because of the fires, because of the drought, all of that kind of stuff. They don't have as many pineapples right now. All of the ones that they're selling are kind of small. The biggest ones that they have are at the Maui Gold Plantation, which we're gonna try to hit. We might not make it over there just because it's an hour drive there and back. So we'll see if we have time at some point. But drinking our sparkling wine, and it is super tasty. They basically make it with pineapples rather than grapes, but it's the same kind of process, and it's really tasty. And I think that's it. Yeah, let's go have fun.
So this is the resort that Robbie and Taylor are staying at. It is the Marriott Maui Ocean Club. It is the main Marriott property in Lahaina and sits directly on the Kaanapali coast on Kaanapali Beach, one of Maui's most famous coastlines. This gives guests access to long sandy beaches, ocean activities, and nearby attractions like Whalers Village. Some of those things that guests have access to is snorkeling at Black Rock, obviously the whale watching that we went to. There's a couple different golf courses, shopping and dining in Whalers Village, and catamaran sails and paddleboarding. For lunch, off camera, we went over to the Safeway and we got a bunch of poke. It was so delicious, fresh, affordable. highly recommend doing this and bringing it back to your hotel room like we did. We got the ahi shoyu and we got a salmon poke that had more of a spicy mayo type vibe going on with it, as well as some of the seaweed salad and all sorts of different things. It was just super duper tasty. So while we were at this resort, to kind of scratch that pineapple itch that I'd been wanting, we got this super delicious Hawaiian shaved ice Dole Whip combo. It had pineapple Hawaiian shaved ice, and in the center was the pineapple Dole Whip with a coconut cream on top and pineapples. It was so tasty and such a refreshing sweet treat in that Maui sun. What an amazing day this has been so far, getting to see the just fabulous, majestic whales and enjoying ourselves in the pool with some great poke and great desserts. You are in for a treat for day 2, part 2, where we go to the Old Lahaina Luau, which was absolutely gorgeous, as well as great storytelling, delicious food. Oh my gosh, can't wait to show you. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye.